Hi friends, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another video. We're playing another part of What Remains of Edith Finch. If you've just joined us, then I'll put the link for the rest of the videos on the screen now you can click on. Otherwise, we'll dive right in where we left off last episode. Oh, there's no more railings on there though.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Wow.
Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Aww. So many books. This is Edie's room, yeah?
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Oh, it's Great-Grandma. Lurpy. Purpley. Frickin' birds.
Her room was like a museum.
Wow.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
So that's how they got here then?
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Built
When Edie told
1937.
people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
She lies her stories, does good old Evie. Taxidermy. That explains a lot.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Champagne in the bin. Something growing out the floor.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Oh, it's horrible.
It was a pretty big trace.
There's a secret in the bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look.
They made a pop-up book. That's adorable.
It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
This is fucking cool.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
This is a museum room. Fort Calvin.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that he never talked about him.
That's freaking awesome.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Calvin, 1950. 1961.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh god, I hope he doesn't fly off this into the sea.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Alvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
It's not your fault, buddy.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh god.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Having to actually do this is not fun.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh boy.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh my god, this house is full of secrets. Oh my god, this house is fucking massive. Now I understand why it was like 7 stories.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Wow, she loved Hollywood.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
There's lots of shrines here.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Oh god.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
So music box has a key in it.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, cool. This is well done. Don't play fucking Halloween. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe they're playing. This is the Halloween soundtrack, right? Yeah. Surprised they got licensed for that. Everything's gone on Borderlands though. Ah! Only bit of combat we got with this game. There's a saw. I'm just using context clues and following the light. Attack it!
Oh dear!
Oh dear.
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Dumbass.
I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
This is cool. They put a bit of levity in it. And I like the graphical art style. No! Oh, we're back in Molly's room. Oh god, window? Okay, so we don't abandon Walter then. Oh God, is it Walter? That's Molly's room. Down the stairs. This were a real horror film. She'd be dead with how slow she's walking. Come on, girl. Oh, we're going to get in there and he's not going to be there on the floor anymore, is he? He's going to have got up and walked away. Yeah. Pizza. Letterbox.
It was coming from inside the house.
It always is. Oh.
Oh dear.
She has the weirdest reactions though.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh God.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Boo.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
So you done Barbara. Back in the box.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Okay, so we've got a loft or an attic. Need to check the music box. We've done the boys' room. We've been in Edie's room, I think.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
I guess we'll go upstairs to the attic. Just while we're up here.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments below what your favourite part is so far or what you love about the game. Hit subscribe if you want to see more content that I've made, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!